Good morning, friends, here in US and around the world. Thank you for coming back and visiting me again. I appreciate everybody's support very much. I want to give you a quick introduction video to the two videos that I'm going to be posting right now. And these videos is the discussion and what has preceded and began the retaliatory stop. Now, the video I have actually posted about the impound sparked somewhat of a debate about me being, I don't know, some of the comments were referring to me as sovereign citizen. Let me be direct. I'm not a sovereign citizen. But I do believe, and I do understand, a clear distinction between traveling and driving. Requirements of driver's license and when it is not required. And there are plenty of case law supporting my position. Now, perhaps in the future, and I intend to do so, I'm going to find time and make a video specifically about that subject and clearly state my position. Now, as I have stated in the description of that video, I do have a valid Washington state issued driver's license, and that is more sufficient than I'm required to have in the state where I reside. Now, the reason I engaged with this Alex Mazhnikov, this deputy of Clackamas County Sheriff's Office, is he turned out to be a traitor to the United States Constitution and a real prick. And he made this personal. And because he made this personal, he crossed my path in a way that he should have not done. Should have swallowed his ego, simply apologized for violating a law, which I called him out for. So what did actually take place? On August 6th, I came to support my friend during a traffic hearing. And the moment I walked in the lobby, and there was a desk where I was supposed to register with the clerk. And she sees me walking into a courtroom and asks me, "Oh, do I have a trial?" And I responded, "No, I don't have a trial. I'm just simply going in to be present in the open court." And I just kept going. Found my seat and sat down way in the back. Didn't talk to anybody, didn't make any noise, just simply waited. But what I noticed is just going right into the back, inside the chambers of the judge, and notified the present security officer. I don't know if he's technically a police officer or if he's just a security officer. But anyway, I think he works for City of Happy Valley. And I did find his name, by the way, his full identity. But we'll get to all the details later. Anyway, he started giving me an, like this evil eye. Like he's trying to intimidate me. So I gave him some evil eye back. Basically letting him know by a gesture of my face. You got a problem? Something you want to do about it? Now, Mazhnikov was already sitting at his desk. And there was another defendant that he was going to call out next. So he began to play a video of the recording of his body cam in regards to this defendant. And on that video, he shows himself driving on the sidewalk, which is unlawful in the state of Oregon. He didn't have his emergency lights on, by the way, just yet, because he followed that individual for a period of time before he actually conducted a traffic stop. And this is what this video is about. I called him out. I called Alex Mazhnikov the traitor to the United States Constitution, deputy. And it's interesting his relationship because they have a contract between Clackamas County Sheriff and the city of Happy Valley. And Alex Mazhnikov is apparently primarily conducting traffic stops. That is his pretty much assignment. So he's a cash cow for the city. That's all. Pretty much conducting roadside robbery. Bandit. Okay, come on. That's what they do, right? And now listen. Let me be clear. I'm all about safe driving. Okay, I'm all about that. But if we are going to punish citizens for the most minute violations of some traffic rule, traffic law, and punish them always financially, that's robbery. Plain and simple. Theft. Okay? Theft. Because this is my issue. I'm all about justice, fairness, and if the very same officers, deputies, who punish us citizens for those minute violations are being hypocrites, go out there and violate the very same laws, violate the very same rules, arrogantly, by the way, arrogantly, and knowingly, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem that they're going to have with me personally. And when I called him out, and he began to tell me, well, I need to be quiet. You know, something like that. And I said, relax. I responded in a way, and I'm paraphrasing. The court is not in session yet, because the judge was not presiding. So yeah, I can't call you out. And I called him out. Something like that. You were driving on the sidewalk? On your motorcycle? Well, the staff again went back and notified everybody. So when judge came out, and my friend was called first, and right after my friend, here comes this defendant. And he is about to play the same evidence. And I was ready to take notes. The moment I got my phone out to try to take notes of dates, events, time, judge begins to call me out and say, there's no recording here. There's no videotaping. There's no pictures. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not recording. I'm not taking pictures. I'm taking notes on my phone. Simply taking notes. Well, he didn't like that. He didn't like that at all. Even though I requested, just give me a piece of paper so I can just start taking notes. So, he threatened to remove me. And if I don't remove myself voluntarily, I will be arrested. So I was removed under threat of arrest in violation of my constitutional rights. And I called the judge on my way out. I called the judge out and I said, your name for violating my constitutional rights is gonna go in a lawsuit. And I addressed the cop again. You violated the law and I will be filing a complaint against you. And I did. But before I went and filed a complaint that very same day, I stood outside and I made sure I recorded the record of him violating the law. And once I got my enough evidence, I went back the very same day, which would be the video when I actually filed the complaint would be part 2. But part 1 is gathering of evidence against Alex Mazhnikov, who broke the law, violated the traffic law. I initiated a complaint against him, not a procedural complaint, but a violation of a traffic law. In Oregon, there is a statute permits private citizens, private parties, to initiate a traffic violation. And that's what I did. Now, once I did that, if you watched my initial introduction video, supervisor of the court gave that complaint not into the record of court, but he actually gave my complaint to the chief of police of Happy Valley. And that is how the collusion, the corruption, now we have court, judge, sheriff's office, deputies, chief of police, the city hall. Clearly, we have the mayor now involved because he's responsible for what happens in the city hall. We have the city attorney involved because she was supposed to get my second copy, the amended copy, which I made some additional remarks there. They're all involved. So there is no surprise that what took place subsequently, after I wanted to get additional discovery and wanted to get additional public records, they all retaliated because now this collusion goes wide and deep. So enjoy it. And I'm gonna try to do other videos for you. Maybe I'm going to start doing some more of training videos in the future. But at the moment, probably for the next couple of months, I've got a lot of cases, civil cases, traffic cases. Still have a criminal case pending in Clark County, Washington. So I'll be a little busy, but I'll do my best. But thank you for coming. Thank you for visiting. This might be a little bit lengthy introduction, but enjoy it. And I'm gonna be back to keep you updated. I've already have submitted my not guilty plea in regards to the traffic stop. So hopefully this is gonna turn out well. I'm gonna humiliate this guy. Okay, this Alex Mashnikov and his crew, gang crew, Thin Blue Line, and I'm gonna teach them a lesson. I'm gonna teach them a lesson that they will never forget. So anyway, I'm glad you're here. Enjoy.
Hi. Last name? Thomas. Might not be on there. Okay, what's your first name? Alright, take care. Last name Thomas? First name? Right. I saved myself. What's your birthday? So... It was a thing that I failed to pay, and it was a debt thing. Okay, so you caught up. I caught up. Okay, so you're good. Okay. You don't need to be on. Appreciate it. Okay, so stay on top of this payment. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, man. for U.S. passports, but this one is a third party. So when they did yours too, I would ask them to back for yours as well.
So I should go right back to.
Do you guys have public records request forms here?
It is all done online.
You don't have any physical forms?
No.
Okay. And who's the custodian for the recording of the court proceeding?
I'm not sure.
The city or the county?
I'm not sure. I don't have that information.
Can you find out for me, just so I can
Um,
ask the correct party?
they are, court is in session. I'd be happy to ask after. I can't interrupt them.
I can't wait. You can just have your supervisor or manager of the building just to see who's the custodian of the recording of the chambers. Yes.
So any public records requests?
Yes, I do. If you have a physical form.
What's that?
If you have a physical form. Do you have a
We
physical
do
form?
not. No,
Okay.
everything like in 2023 all went to online. And so this one's easier though. This one you don't need an account like you would with a permit.
Right.
Just go online and do a records request and then request specifically what information you want. That'll go upstairs and then they'll process it and get back to you.
Right. And then my question specifically was the chambers. Well, I understand that it's been used for the court proceeding, but the chambers are the custodian would be the city?
Start with the city, yeah.
The city.
Start
or
with the
the
city.
Okay.
County doesn't have much to do with it.
Right.
Outside of we're municipal.
Correct.
So
Because
start
you guys
with us.
got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's all. Thanks.